I'm the cross-examine Suits, and we're going to look at the pilot episode, about the second or third scene in the show where Harvey Specter, everybody knows Harvey because that's like you and I, right?
Yeah,
I'm Harvey.
Yeah, relax, buddy. Relax,
Where Harvey walks into Jessica's office, the managing partner of the firm at that point, at night, and she's talking clearly to a CEO of a company that's in distress over this potential acquisition and merger of two companies. And he wants to change the terms of what was being negotiated because he wanted to win.
And signed by one party, right?
And it's already, yes, and signed by one party. He wanted to change the terms. And the scene shows that Harvey and Harvey's firm represent the CEO that has to just sign on the dotted line and the deal is done. The CEO refuses to sign, wants to change the terms in bad faith with no recourse other than I want to win. And Harvey stands up against the client and states, "You're going to sign it because we don't
operate as bad faith as a firm."
Yeah. Correct.
Let me make sure I understand this, okay? We negotiated a deal that gave you everything you wanted. Mr. Cooper signed it, and now you won't close until we take away the last shred of his dignity?
Bingo.
Well, that's not gonna happen.
And why the hell not?
Because I like Mr. Cooper, and my firm doesn't operate in bad faith.
And Harvey's right by saying that because, listen, as attorneys, we need to operate in good faith always. But we also have duty and loyalty to our client. So could Harvey have said, well, I'll make the request and we'll see what they say? Yeah. Maybe that's a better way. That might have been more realistic. But in this scene, Harvey goes, well, we've been paid for our services, which it's hard to demand to get paid up front on something they haven't done yet. But you could take it in form of a retainer, so that's allowed. But more or less, like, he's acknowledging that we've been paid to the client when that's a misrepresentation.
I received confirmation of a wire transfer from escrow indicating payment in full. Now get your ass in there and close the goddamn deal.
We got paid before Gerald signed the deal.
What are you talking about? This is a memo about some fire drill on Tuesday. Huh. You're the blue team captain. You get to wear a fire hat.
So that could be some ethical issues on the attorney part by not being,
not
truthful to your
definitely
client.
Want to evaluate the scene here, right? You definitely want to see, like, what's your duties to the client,
right.
And then what's your duties to the law. So definitely can't misrepresent yourself to the client. Can't tell your client that you've been paid. It would be far-fetched to think that the CEO had already paid him for services without the contract being fully executed. But, in a situation like this, there probably is no final payment. They've probably been billing hourly for this M&A for the last, 5 months. So Harvey's probably already been paid. So not too much of a lie, but again, definitely can never lie to your client, I like to, what would Harvey do in this situation? But again, he's a master closer in the legal field and idolized by, all viewers, attorneys included, to be able to close at any time with any massive client.
He makes being a lawyer cool.
Yeah, he definitely makes being a lawyer cool. But again, the reality behind all of this, probably a little bit stretched. Obviously, again, love Suits, love Harvey Specter.
Well, if you watch the show, it's all stretched. I mean, they come in there, multi-million-dollar law firm. Clearly, you could see that they deal with high net worth clients. And they come in and they go, "What are we gonna do about this case?" Well, here's the paper. Oh my God, we just resolved the whole case. That's not how this works.
Yeah,
it's not real.
But
it's Hollywood, but it's exciting, and the show is very exciting.
Definitely exciting. Definitely some serious issues. One of the many legal issues aspects. Evaluating a show like that. But in this situation, definitely can't operate in bad faith, and is it bad faith if one person changes the terms of the contract after months of negotiations, and that could be up for determination, like you said earlier. Look, I know somebody signed it. I didn't sign it. The contract's technically not fully executed. There's maybe one provision here that I need changed last minute, right? Again, what you suggested was go into the meeting, see if we can maybe change something. Now, is that painstaking? Yes. Is that costly for the client? Yeah. Could that potentially blow up the whole deal? Definitely. In that situation, I would go to my client and say, listen, here's a non-material issue that I understand you want it changed, and all pride aside, do you want to accept this M&A? Do you want to win this case? Do you want to win these negotiations? Do you want to win the war and lose the battle type of thing, right? The saying is, don't cut your nose off to spite your face. Situations like this, clients typically are prideful and understandably about certain situations, but don't cut your nose off to spite your face. Win the war. Sometimes you're going to lose battles, but as long as you get the overall understanding of what the actual contract says, essentially you're going to put yourself and your client in a good position. And somebody that's dealing with business contracts, we deal with this all the time. I tell my clients, guys, this is a business deal. Put your emotions to the side. I don't care if this one guy wants the VP title or if it's an honorary VP title. You're going to get the company back. You're going to claw the company back. You're going to get rid of his shares. Whatever the business dispute is, make sure that the overall game plan is still in line with what the outcome is. And in this situation, this guy wanted to claw back some provision. Immaterial, Harvey pushed it across the finish line and got the close.
Yeah, and that's one of the best advices we give to other attorneys, whether new or experienced. Sometimes you have to push your client a little bit, not make your client go into something that they're not comfortable doing, but sometimes reassuring them or having your client understand the repercussions. If we don't do this, this is what may happen.
Of course.
So as long as they're aware, they make the best informed decision themselves. And sometimes having good leadership as an attorney behind them can help them get the job done.
So let us know what you think. You a Harvey Specter fan or are you a Lewis Litt fan? Litt versus Harvey. This is what the battle is internally in our firm all day long. So
the firm got started because of me. I'm Harvey.
Yeah, okay.
This is more like what are you, like Waldo? What's the guy in the cubicles with Mike in the beginning?
Oh, I don't know.
The redhead.
I think that guy got fired. But anyway,
yeah,
let us know what you think. Let us know what you think about Suits. Send us your favorite legal scene. Let us pick it apart. Let us tell you what we think our legal interpretation is of that scene. And we'll let you know. Is it real? Is it fake?